All right.
You're real comfortable over there.
Oh,
I like this.
He's got all the cushions, all the pillows.
It's because I'm the shortest of the bunch here.
I
so
like
I
this.
I need the extra oomph. All right, welcome to a brand new edition of Jack Daniels Presenta Pili, Raul and La Musica. Valiente y Fuerte is what we're talking about today. And it gives me great honor to be here with two amazingly powerful Latina women. Obviously, my co-host is the one and only Pili Montilla. But we have Cyn Santana in the house. How are you, Cyn?
I'm good. I love how you said that.
Espérate, pero she's going to be better in a minute. Once I pour her some Jack Daniels.
Please.
I just happen to have a glass here with
day.
ice as well, so if you don't mind.
Primero para ti, saludcita.
Eso.
Here we
Ven
go.
acá.
Por favor.
What?
A question.
Yes?
Your nails are matching the bottle. Was this on purpose?
Obviously.
Okay, I like that.
I think about all the details.
I love
Missy.
that.
Mira, I have to say that obviously we do a lot of research before we do our interviews, and I did a lot of research on you, but I couldn't find like the meat of quién es Cyn Santana. I found so much gossip, and I found
You
so
found
much
the potatoes and the carrots
See,
and
and
stuff.
Erica this and that, and I'm like, no. This interview, we're gonna get down and deep y de verdad conocer quién es Cyn Santana.
Let me pour this for you.
Thank you, Mama.
Oh, see, I thought you
Buena
also had
intención.
somebody...
Well, for starters, Cyn Santana is a great host.
Yes.
Clearly, good pour too.
We close this because of laptop.
Y que se vea. Yes, we
y'all
do.
should be drinking Jack Daniels Tennessee Apple
Well,
too.
do we get to say cheers?
Salud.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Here, I'm going to move this mic so I can actually...
Salud, Raúl. Salud.
Ojos.
Such,
Thank you guys.
such
by the
good
way,
vibes.
Cheers.
I appreciate the welcoming.
Sí, pues claro. Okay.
You know, I got to say, though, when the Applejack was first featured and first introduced to us, I was all like, really? Apple?
It's so
Jack
good.
Daniels?
Isn't it
And then
the
immediately
best?
at the first taste, I was all like, oh, yeah, this is going to be dangerous.
Yeah.
This is good.
It's
But isn't
dangerously good.
the honey Jack is really good.
The Honey Jack is good as
So
well.
I was excited
we like
about
Frank
the apple.
Sinatra. Have you tried the
Tennessee apple?
Sinatra? Sinatra's good too.
Wait, no, hold on. Have y'all tried the Jack Fire?
Yes. Yeah.
That can I curse?
Yeah,
Yes,
of course. You can
girl,
say
you're in
whatever you
your
want.
house.
This
Shit is fucking amazing. I literally drank through those bottles first. Like on my birthday, I drank straight Jack Fire.
Okay, wait.
Nothing else.
Is that the reels on your Instagram that
Yes!
have millions and
Yes,
millions
where
of
they
you
were dragging
you?
me on the floor.
That was after
That
Fire.
was a Jack Fire.
Yeah,
And
okay.
it sounds horrible, but it was so much fun.
right.
Being dragged on the floor, but it was fun.
I mean, the video looked awesome. It
was
has
fun.
millions of followers. I mean, millions of views for a
Thanks,
reason.
Jack Daniels.
Okay, so how was it growing up as a Salvadorian y Dominicana in New York?
It was first of all, it was unique. I was always the only Salvadorian, right? So when people would hear that, because I was raised, so I'm from Dykeman, which is like near Washington Heights area,
Right.
New York, right? For those that don't know. So it's like, they literally call it Little Dominican, because it's like a little DR. So whenever I would say that I'm half Dominican and half Salvadorian, they'll be like, Salva what? You know? And this is back then. Now people are up to date with that there's a world out there. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? People are more educated, and because of social media, you just get to see the world more. So people know of El Salvador. But growing up, nobody knew anything. So people were always like, what is that? Where is that? So
They only
I
knew-
always had to explain it. Like,
They only knew Puerto Rico,
Puerto
or
Rico, la
Republic,
República Dominicana.
or New York. The only three
or
islands
Mexico,
in the world.
or Mexico, you know, but El Salvador never heard of. So it was like earlier on, it was like weird to like have to explain always, and I kind of felt like a little bit what's the word? Not embarrassed, but like I'm just a young girl. Like they're making fun of me because I'm Salvadorian.
Right.
So like at one point in my life, I was afraid to say that I was Salvadorian, and I just have an accent, and I'm also Dominican. So people would just be like, "Oh, she's Dominican."
Right.
But once I grew out of that, I was like, why am I hiding where I'm from? You know, like people are ignorant. The people are always going to be ignorant. So I'm very loud and proud about being Salvidomi now. So it was a unique experience, but it was amazing because I love the Salvadorian culture. I love the food, and my mom from very young as I can remember, always told me, you are a Salvadorian as well. So, we went to school in New York. We speak English over there, right? My mom would not let me speak a lick of English in the house.
Qué bueno. You know
good.
what? Cheers
She
to
would
your
say,
mom.
yeah, cheers to
your
mommy.
mom.
And I'm so thankful because I'm fluent in Spanish because
Claro.
of her. Spanish is my second language. That woman, she said at 3 p.m. cuando tú entras a casa, español solamente. Yo no speak English. You know, it was like that energy. And I'm thankful for it because I'm here today because of that. So.
No, well, you know, you're a very strong woman, and
how you know?
I can tell. I get a sense, just a little bit. But has this been since you were a youngster, or were there certain types of events or things happened that made you this strong?
Because you've described yourself as shy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am a little shy. I know, but everybody does that. Why does everybody do that? Why can't I be shy? I am shy.
You can be shy, but you're not.
I'm a little shy sometimes. I think, honestly, it's just in my lineage, my father and my mother's side, you know, to be like Valiente y Fuerte. But definitely being from New York and from Washington Heights, that definitely built character. And I love it.
So it was instilled as a young little girl?
Yes.
Awesome.
And since the womb.
You were hearing it from before.
I feel like I've been here before.
But considering yourself shy, like you definitely belong in the limelight. When did you find out that, you know what? I like being in front of the camera. I like singing. When did you know that your calling was to entertain?
I knew since I was like 5, honestly.
Oh.
I was just always a people girl, like always want to be with the adults talking and just like entertaining or helping, right? Like and had little house parties on la casa, like with the family, like that, or I would like to imitate la telenovelas, like put my mom's lip liner on. Like I started imitating, and then my dad, smart man, he saw light in me and he's like, you know what? He put me in modeling. He put me in dancing. Like he just put me in different things, and I just started exploring that. So since very young, I knew that. And you could not tell me that I was not Selena when I was 5. Like cogí un cepillo, mi micrófono, and it was either Selena or Shakira. I used to belly dance at 6. Like I really thought I was that girl at 6. So I was like, all right, I think I'm gonna just be that girl when I grow up.
And how did you?
I am.
Yeah, you are. And here you are.
No, I just always knew I love music and I love entertaining and I love performing and I love dancing. I don't really know how to dance, but I'll dance, you know, like.
We just move our bodies and it's dancing.
Exactly.
Wait, how do you not know how to dance? Dominicana, I'm sorry, but I saw you in the Pégame video and you know how to move your booty.
Did you see that video?
Claro, I saw that video.
It looks like I could dance, right? I bodied that. I was acting. I'm also an actress.
It's a camera trick, everybody.
Directors. No, I was acting, girl. I got some hips. You feel me? I could shake this ass, but I don't really know how to dance like that.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting.
So actually, that video you shot in Dominican Republic. Why was it important for you to go to the Dominican Republic and film it there?
I have to go back to the motherland. You know, I'm doing El Salvador next. I have to show. I have to like showcase the beauty, the nature, and also too, my favorite thing is to employ people. Like I love being able to receive blessings, give them, and just like, because at the end of the day, this industry is hard. It's a lot of work, especially as a female. Pero we're so blessed, like to be able to do this. Like I love the entertainment world. So knowing that we were hiring local Dominicans to put their creativity to the test, like that was so fun and it felt good. So it's important for me. I'm going to El Salvador next.
That's awesome.
Show people
That's
El
really
Salvador.
cool.
So when you go back home, is it just like, oh, Cyn's back? Oh yeah, cool, we get to hang. It's like just like the prima's back?
Yeah, so like my Dominican side of the family, my Salvadorian side is a little bit more reserved. So it's like different energies, but it's so funny. My Dominican side of the family is like, oh shit, like prima, you know, like real. My Salvadorian side of the family, this is a funny story. They have always adored me, right? And always received me well, but they didn't know that I did entertainment, right? I told them that I like sold shoes downtown.
Wow.
Like that was they just thought I used to sell shoes.
But because you lied to them, like you were
I was lying to them because I'm like really like I don't know, superstitious or like paranoid. I didn't want them to know that, because I was doing the show heavily at the time, so I like Cyn Santana was Cyn Santana in the streets,
right?
You know, so I was just like, damn, like what if they find out that they have, and this was back then when things in El Salvador weren't really that good. Right now, the country is like the safest it's ever been.
Because that governor is like amazing.
The president is killing it. There back then, people were like set your house on fire for no reason, or if you had a business and they asked you for money, you didn't give them money, they'll destroy your business. So I was just scared to say that they have an American, niece, granddaughter,
famosa.
whatever, que famosa, popular, ya tú sabes, la mente va and start. So I just always lied. So I worked at Payless, but they understand. I would always come with clothes, with money, with everything for the whole village, everybody, and they're like, "What does our prima Cynthia? ¿Qué es lo que hace?" They always. And finally, somebody found me on YouTube, and they're like, "Yo, what's going?" And they pieced it together.
Well, at least it wasn't something like really negative, really like, "Oh yeah, she's doing some foul shit over there."
No, I thank God. But I say that to answer your question. They're like, they're true fans of me. It's the cutest thing. So like, they receive me so well. It's adorable. I love it.
That sweetness when the family is really supportive and
it
not
means
just
everything.
It's not just like gimme because you're successful.
They're just supporting. They're like, oh my God, that's my niece, that's my cousin. Like, it's a beautiful thing.
So how do you, obviously you're super proud of being Latina. How do you apply your Latinidad to your music?
Como no?
Como no?
I don't know. I'm just like a spicy girl. Like, I feel like Latinas are very spicy, sazoncito, ese calorcito, and you could hear it. You could hear the energy in my music. It's like you hear me even talk. I'm Latina.
Right,
I don't know. It's
I don't know what you're talking about.
No,
no tengo idea.
I feel like it's there.
It's there.
But how's that like? Take us through the process of creating your music. Like, do you sit down with other people to help you write? Does it come to you in a dream? Do you go around with a notebook? What influences you?
I love your shirt, by the way. I was reading it. Me encanta la música latina. So it definitely comes either in a dream or during the day.
Okay.
Normally while I'm driving, I'll call my manager like, yo, okay, this is how I'm feeling. I sit down with people. I'll write down like my feelings or sentiments, but I absolutely love, having no shame saying this, I love working with other people. I love picking people's brains, and like, we're all here to create. So like, I have no pride. I'm like, no, my song only. Like, whoever can understand what I'm saying and it feels right. Definitely have a team though that I sit with always.
And
but,
obviously that you trust.
Pero siempre viene de aquí. Si no viene de aquí, it has to be like undeniable, or I'm not doing it.
Well, the words Valiente y Fuerte come in like so strong all the time. And like having those people around you that are going to want to like, oh, you should do this, you should do that, you should do it. And you're like, no, I'm going to do it my way. And that's what we love about
being
you.
Valiente y Fuerte.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, setting boundaries, like, and knowing what you want.
How did you end up working with Jack Daniels?
That's a great question. How did that happen?
Magic.
The peanut
I
gallery
think
says.
from what I have heard, right? Because I also wonder, like, yo, how did you guys like find me? And was like, you know what? I think you're good enough to represent the brand. Like, that's a big thing. I think they actually saw me performing at a festival or something like that.
Okay.
Something in that nature. And you know what I'm saying? They smart people.
Yes, they are. They've been sponsoring.
They smart people.
They've been sponsoring us for 4 years. We've had the podcast for 4 years, and they've been sponsoring us from the get-go.
Cheers to y'all. Congrats.
We hadn't even released one episode, and they're like, a podcast that's dedicated to telling the stories of músicos Latinos. Yes, sign me up.
Yeah, literally at day zero.
They know what they're doing.
I just said this. That's who you want to work with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The people that see the vision before there's even a picture there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah.
That's being Valiente y Fuerte. They're like, you know what? We're betting on this. Let's go. I love that. We aligned.
So as a female, it's March. I'm glad that it's International Women's Month. Do you think it's necessary? See, I get a little iffy about this because...
If the month to celebrate women is necessary...
Yeah, is it?
Ooh, you're getting spicy now.
I am getting spicy.
Hold on.
I have my own opinion about this. Because I think we should be celebrated every month, but...
Every day.
We could do a healthy debate. Okay, so, yes, I agree. I'm like, what the fuck is March? What? Like,
Right.
But it's nice that it's like on the calendar. You know what I'm saying? Like every day in March, bitch. You know, like, I like that energy because I'm real, like, in the face, like, told you. But I'm like, what y'all talking about? Like, we brought y'all here a month.
Right.
Well, I don't understand. But cool, thanks.
Right. It's like thank you.
Who and why March too? Like who
comes up
did
with
that?
like,
Yeah, who did that?
I don't know, someone that thought like, I don't know, probably Hallmark or something. Oh, spring is coming and females just spring, you know.
That was
okay,
good. That was good.
You know, and just like.
But I feel the same way you feel. I'm like, okay, but we're here. I'll talk about every day. I'm like, Happy Women's Month.
Happy Women's Day. Happy Women's Hour
to everybody. Tomorrow is Women's Day.
Yes, March 8th. Tomorrow,
which is also like, okay, I thought it was the month.
Yeah.
But tomorrow
now
is
it's
the
only
day.
a day. That's only a day.
Okay. But listen, anything that has to do with celebrating women, count me in.
Yep.
Well, you're bridging the gaps as well. You know, not just with the music, but with the TV shows. There's so much going on in your world, but how do you manage the both, or keep them separated, or bring them together?
You want me to be honest with you?
Yeah. No, lie to me.
We only like honesty.
Imagine like, oh my God, so I honestly, I just take things as they come. And I don't know, I guess, I'm not saying men can, by the way, in no shape, way, or form are we bashing men here, right? We're just really talking about women. Okay, cool.
You can just bash a man.
Men are also,
we love
you can just bash one man here.
Men
It's
are
all
also
good.
valiente y fuerte, but we're still blooming y'all flowers. We're giving it to the women right now. I just, as they come, I figure it out, because it is a lot going on, and we want to do so much more. So I don't drive myself crazy, you know. I will do one project at a time, or sometimes two at a time, and I have my haven, which is my house, you know, with my son. Like, I create a space and set boundaries. Like, when I'm doing this, if I'm with my child, whatever it is, I'm not talking about work. I'm not picking up phone calls. I just set strict boundaries. But being a woman, I think it helps me multitask. Like, it's naturally in us.
That's so true.
So it just comes to me. I could do this shit in my sleep.
How has like having a son, being the mother of a son, changed your perception of men?
Wow. We should go to dinner and I'll talk to
down,
you about
girl.
that one. Change my perception of men. I think about that every day, because I see my son and I'm like, all right, he's gonna be a grown man one day. So I'm just like, I need to instill the best in him, because I need him to be a good man. So I don't really think about it, because I don't like getting too deep into my thoughts sometimes. So I've asked myself this question, like, wow, like, this is gonna be a man one day. Like, how am I going to contribute to the world? Because he's gonna go out into the world and do his own thing one day, you know. I just really try to teach him the best that I can. But that's a really loaded question, you know. That's loaded.
Do you have brothers?
It's loaded like this jack. I do.
Okay.
I have two brothers.
All right. So maybe is there any kind of advice that your mom gave you, you know, about raising a boy?
The only advice she ever really says, just like, be strong, you know, like, teach them, don't fold. Like, if it's no, or if it's respect, show them that. Like, don't fold because they're your little baby on. Because it starts from young. It starts from home. You know what I'm saying? So I teach my son, if anybody does anything for you, you look them in their eyes, you say, thank you. You know what I'm saying? So just teach them from now. Because some people think like, oh, he's so little, it doesn't matter. I disagree. I think it matters from the moment they can look around. And, you know what I'm saying? So, but my mom, my parents, my father, they did great raising my brothers. So I've seen a couple tricks, got them up my sleeve, kept them close.
And you've also been very vocal about mental health, because one of your brothers,
my older brother,
committed suicide. So like, you're open about that and talking about that, and like mental health, and especially in our comunidad, in the Latino culture, it's such a taboo.
No se habla de
No
eso.
se habla, estás loco.
No,
Estás loco.
Ponte a limpiar. You know,
Right,
like, figure it
right.
out. Or sometimes people don't even talk about that at all in the families. Like, I could tell you, I've never really sat down with my parents or my family, like, hey, so like, check in, how you feeling? You know, like, that. I think we see more of that now.
Yes.
Thank God. I'm sure it has saved many, many lives. But Hispanic families don't really do mental check-ins. You know, it's just straight work. Got to take care of the kids. You know, a lot of these people are immigrants, so they just get right to it, wherever, however, LA, New York, ¿a dónde caímos? Nos quedamos ahí, hay que averiguar. You know, like, so that's why I speak about it a lot too. I want my son to see that and not it be a weird thing, like, if you don't feel well, say it. Tell somebody. A lot of people keep that to themselves.
Oh, totally. Like the older generations, like parents and tios and tias, it's like when something like that is obvious that it's going on, they're like, they just blow it off or say like, "Oh, está malito."
Yeah.
It's like, no. There's some serious shit going on here.
Yes.
And it's got to be addressed.
I think they just didn't really have the tools. I remember like going to my mom crying because I don't know, I broke up with a boyfriend or something, and my mom would be like, ¿Qué quieres de comer? ¿Cómo está el clima? Y yo ahí como que, but I'm
really
bawling.
happy.
Right. And she just did not. It's not because she didn't love me. It's not because she didn't want to. They just didn't have the tools.
The way they grew up.
So I just want to like hats off to you for changing that dynamic and like breaking generational bonds with like in your family and putting it out there. Our comunidad needs more women like you that are speaking about this, and let's talk about it. Let's open up about it. You know, it's something super importante.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, and it is. I'm glad you guys touched up on that because you don't know who's gonna hear what and what's gonna resonate with who.
Be inspired by your story.
You don't know. Yeah.
You've said that you're a lover of love. Like you're a lover. Punto.
Obsessed. Yes, I love.
But
everybody.
Being in the limelight like you are and being on the show for so long and now with your music career, there's a lot of haters out there. How do you balance
I fucking hate people. So I'm such a Libra. Like that's me. I'm such a lover girl.
Oh my God, my mom was a Libra too.
I'm such a lover girl. So friendly. I love kiki. That's me. I'm like, I'd be like, fuck that shit. I'm not dealing with that. I can't. So I'm real big on, when I tell you that I do not play about who comes around me, and when I do play, sometimes I'd be so mad at myself. Yeah. Like, energy, I'm really good at reading energy. I don't know. I could have 3 words exchange with you. I'm like, I'm good. And that's what I do. I don't care. Back then, I used to feel bad. I was a little bit of a people pleaser.
Right.
I don't give a fuck now. Like, feel how you feel. It's not personal. I just don't think me and you align. So that's what I'll do with people. And the TV world showed me that.
And that's a perfect example of a mujer that's valiente y fuerte.
You know what? Cheers to that.
Yep, it's true. It's true.
Oh, is it broken? Did you guys break that
here? Cheers.
That
was spirit.
Cheers to that.
Spirit was cheersing. Spirit was cheersing.
By the way, we gotta give you a little bit of a background of where we are right now.
Yeah, enough about me. What's up?
What's up?
What's going on?
No, but like where we're at, girl. This place is magic.
I would
tell them.
Wow.
Tell me where are we?
You're in a legendary studio. You're breathing the air that people like Stevie Nicks has, and
J-Lo and
Lady Gaga, you name it. I mean, everybody has recorded in here.
God.
Everybody. Janet Jackson. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. This is, if you want to name one studio in the Los Angeles area that has had probably the most come through, it's here.
You guys are good picking this.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't tell me Whitney been here.
Probably. That's a good question.
I would not be surprised if Whitney was here at all.
Oh my God.
We'll give you a tour afterwards. Yeah. But yes, we're in the legendary Village Studios of Los Angeles. And like everybody who's anybody has been here, and that's why we were like, yeah, we know where we're gonna take her.
That's incredible. Like, it's a form of manifestation. I'm just saying.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, you need to know so you can like
absorb
that.
And that's the beauty of a place like this, and the people that run it, they get it. Like they're all like, yeah, Pili, Raul, you guys want to come in? No problem. Here, we'll open up the door for you. Who do you got coming in? Cyn Santana. Oh, amazing. Wow, cool. It's like they get it. They understand it.
Yeah.
And both Tina and Jeff are like running this place. They're doing it right.
They're awesome.
So this place has been open for a long time.
Oh yeah. Rolling Stones has recorded many albums here.
The
U2.
Ringo Starr has been here. Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty dope.
That's a nice fun
I think
fact.
it was probably renovated like in either 99 or the early 2000s, but around that time. So it's been here maybe 20, going on 25 years.
Thank you for opening the doors for us.
Yeah.
But talking about recording, what's next for you? Ooh. You have your single Pégame out there with the video.
Yes.
What else? What's next for you?
That was my latest single, Pégame. I did that one in DR too. Mm-hmm. Interesting times. Lots of fun. Right now we're working on a all Spanish album, and it will be my first Spanish project. So I'm really excited about that.
That's really exciting.
Yeah, it is. I'm excited. I like being in the studio. It's so much fun. And it's a form of therapy. So I'm just excited to show the world what I've been working on. And, I really love doing the visual stuff. So right now we're going to finish our album, pick our single, and get ready to shoot a video. This is the process right now. But after that, I'm working on some features.
Oh.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Not little ones. big ones.
That's what I'm talking. What's like your biggest dream?
My biggest dream. I can't. My collab, maybe. My biggest dream. I can't tell you. It's crazy. But like my biggest collab. Honestly, Shakira.
Ooh.
Wow. Yeah. Shakira or Evie Queen.
Ooh.
La diosa, la potra,
I
la
can see
caballota.
both of those happening. I can see both of those. And
You better say it.
you got to say it, right?
You better speak into the air.
Into the microphone.
I've interviewed. If you haven't picked up, I'm from Puerto Rico, and so I used to work.
Yeah.
For, what?
No way.
What?
No me digas.
All these years and I didn't know that?
No
Pili?
me digas.
So I was a VJ for MTV, and I interviewed
I love
Evie
that.
Queen.
Shout out to you, girl.
Thank you. But I interviewed Evie Queen. And, oh my God, she is so freaking humble. She's so sweet.
She is
I'm
valiente
putting
y
it
fuerte.
out there. She's valiente y
Please,
fuerte. I'm
mama.
putting it out
Come
there.
on, give me that
because I can
Puerto
see
Rico
that.
energy. Give it to me, prima.
Yes. That would be amazing.
She is literally valiente y fuerte.
And I love that she's having a moment.
Yeah, that moment needs to never end.
Never end.
That woman, I mean, I don't think she literally paved the way
Yeah.
for the women today.
She
Like,
opened a lot of doors.
Are you kidding me?
Sí.
But I met her too, and we had like a small talk, and she was just super empowering and just like thrilled. Like, you don't know me, and she's like thrilled for me. Like, yeah, do that. Like, do that shit. She told me. I was like, yes, sí, señora. Like, I want to do it with you.
There you go.
But she's so strong. I love like strong women that like will look you in your face and be like, no.
Yeah.
Next. You
Yep.
know, like I
Yep.
love that energy. I love that.
I love
She got
that
that energy.
She's
But
amazing.
I think La Santana and La Queen will sound crazy on the song.
That'd
Wow.
be cool.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Put
Throwing
it out there.
I'm
Yep.
just saying.
Yes, willing it to happen. Now, you know, you're trailblazing. So just like Evie Queen or any of these like superstars from back in the day have paved the way, now you're kind of taking on that torch and you're carrying it on. So what do you expect to, or maybe I should say it this way, it's like, how do you talk to that younger artist that is going to need that advice and that kind of doors opened or that pathway laid?
Well, I've realized that in my later years, like, you know what, like, and I've heard it plenty of times, being out, you know, people will stop me and say like, Cyn, like, you have helped me with my mental health, or you show me how to be like a strong, classy girl, you know what I'm saying, or not be afraid. Like, I get that often. At first I was like blind to it. I'm like, I'm just happy to be here, you know, like, but it's a real role. What
Big
I always say is
responsibility.
it is a big responsibility, and I'm mindful of that, you know.
And how are you embracing that?
Definitely still being myself, but I just always want to remind girls, like, there's ways to do things. I'm real big on being poised, you know what I'm saying? Like, simpática, like being nice to everybody. But my main thing and advice that I can give to young girls that are trying to do the music thing or whatever it is, you know, like, doors, you can make your own door and open that door. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because these people said no, that's not the end of nothing. You know, and I've learned that, and I want to spread that message out. Like, you make the door, you do it. And you just, it's obviously, things are easier said than done. But I feel like if you just constantly say something to yourself, like, how are you going to move from that lane? You feel me? Just keep telling yourself that.
So you're very confident, no? O sea, because you have to have like that confident, strong personality and mindset
Yeah.
to constantly like, está bien, vamos para arriba, vamos para adelante.
Yeah, sometimes I'm not confident.
And how do you deal with those days that you feel less
I
confident?
don't fucking listen to that girl.
Yeah.
I mean, like, girl, shut up. Because I know what I want. Like, so that's it. Is that what you want? If it's not what you want, then forget it.
Right.
That's what I want. It's never going to change. So what, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep going. I don't listen to that girl, but that girl be coming out. That lazy, freaking crazy, not confident girl. I'll be like, shut up. I'll be focused over here. That's what I'll do. I just separate my voices in my head.
Well, you're definitely not lazy. You're obviously pushing forward, but has there ever been a fear?
Of course. A fear. Every day there's a fear. I'm like, but like, who cares too? And the same, it's so weird. I mean, how I view life is so weird. Like, I'm scared, but then I'd be like, fuck that shit. Like, who gives a fuck? What the fuck am I scared of?
It's like, I feel like La Santana comes in, right?
Yeah, that's La Santana. Oh, La Santana's bossy.
Right, right.
I
She
like
knows
her.
what she wants, and she goes for it.
Yeah, and Cynthia's more like, wait, no, like real sweet, and like, but La Santana, I'm like this, like you said, trailblazing. I'm like, move. You don't want to move, you coming with us, bitch. Come on. I'm like, I'm fast.
I love it.
But I don't listen to the lazy girl or the girl that's scared.
Well,
Or sometimes I'll drink some Jack.
there you go. That helps too.
Liquid power, liquid courage.
Drink some Jack, and then I'm like, oh shit, where am I performing next? What we doing?
Well, we really appreciate you stopping by the podcast and sharing more about who you are and showing up in such a nice, vulnerable way. You know, we never know how people are, how artists
I
are
know
going to.
that must be so scary for you guys.
Well, we've gone through a lot. We're like, okay, let's see what happens. You know, we try to have fun, and this
Also,
At the end of the day, is we just want a space where people can tell their story.
yeah,
And
I
we
have a
love your
question for
story,
you
so-
guys. Because this is
Yes.
this is a
we never
interesting,
get asked, so go for it.
no, this is y'all house. This is an interesting duo, right? So how did this come about, and what do you guys want to do next? Like,
love it.
what's
Wow,
next
it's
on
been
the
flipped on
board?
us, Pili.
Love it. Love it.
I don't think this has ever happened.
I love it. I love that it's happening.
Welcome to the Valiente y Fuerte
There we
episode
go.
with Cyn Santana.
Okay,
I guess back in the day, it was like Pili and I were kind of in the same circles, parallel events, you know, whether it's conferences, whatever, you name it, shows.
We're
yeah,
Latin music lovers. Like,
Okay.
we're obsessed with Latin music. So we would see each other in...
everywhere.
Yeah.
But we're like brother and sister where we poke at each other and we needle each other. And it's that dynamic, I think, that has
I
helped
love
us
it
just
though, because it's like
And then he's, you know, Mexican-American from LA. I'm Puerto Riqueña from Puerto Rico. And so, you know, sometimes he doesn't understand what I say.
yeah, it's so funny. It's
I'm Pili,
good.
you're speaking Puerto Rican again.
It's so good. I love it. I love y'all's energy too.
And what's next for us? You know, we do think we've been trailblazers in terms of being one of the few Latin podcasts focused on Latin music. And we want to continue with that and creating more space for artists like yourself to
Thank you.
to express themselves, to talk about their artistic process and talk about who they really are. Like I said, I'm looking at all these fucking interviews on the internet about Cyn Santana, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I want to know who she really is, and now I feel like I know who you really are. So that's what's important for us. So thanks for
Well, shout out to
recognizing
y'all. Thank you for giving me, artists like myself, the space. And cheers.
that.
to
Salud. And thank you to Jack Daniels for
much
supporting
more.
Latin music.
1,000,000%.
Salud.
Cheers.
Salud.
Long
Salud,
distance, and
salud.
And thanks for joining us.
That's pretty good.